All right. Let's take a look at the sperm on your sheets. Why are there so many? Hold on. Did you know that in just one ejaculation there's 40 million to 700 million sperm? I'm not actually asking, I'm just posing a question. So hold that thought. So how many sperm does it actually take to fertilize the egg?
One.
So I ask again, well, why are there so many? So we're gonna write 1, 2, and 3 down here. Some are just going to die. So it's the whole idea of survival of the fittest. Some are just going to die. Number 2, this is kind of a yucky thing to talk about, but you're just going to have to get over it.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Vaginal mucus. All females have secretions, mucus, throughout their cycle, their what cycle, their menstrual cycle. So depending on what day she is on, there's varying amounts of these secretions and mucus secretions. Number 3, why are there so many? The vagina is also very acidic. So some of the sperm are just going to simply die because of the acidity, like pH balance kind of thing. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and draw a little sketch of the female system. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to do this for illustration purposes. So we've got the uterus, fallopian tube, cervix, vagina. Okay? So let's just say 700 million sperm get deposited, 700 million. But 100 million are going to die because of the mucus, so minus 100. Another 100 million are going to die because of the acidity. So now we're down to, oh man, we only have 500 million sperm. Okay? Some are just going to die just because. So that leaves us with 400 million sperm. You should know that when a female ovulates, she'll ovulate here one cycle, and here the other cycle, and here the next cycle. So this is the month of November. So November, December, January. So if the egg is here, if the sperm go this way, 200 million, game on. If the sperm go the other way, 200 million, they chose incorrectly, right? So why do we need so many? So now we go to our little picture here. So we're going to take a look at this. I'm going to pull the screen up and we're going to have a little talk about these drawings right here. Sperm have like swim caps, okay? And those swim caps are enzymes, okay? So we've got 200 million sperm at this egg, and they're bashing their little heads against that egg, trying to break down this protective layering, okay? The more that enzyme works, the more it's going to get broken down. As soon as the sperm breaks through, that little swim cap here, as soon as that sperm breaks through, so I see this outer line here, I removed that, just made it a single line. As soon as it goes in, no more sperm can get in. That's it. This new shield forms, and then we have the process of cell division, so meiosis, mitosis, right? Okay. If we're talking identical twins, we have one sperm, one egg, and it divides evenly. So a baby, like 8 pounds, right? 8 pounds. If we're talking identical twins, this one's probably going to be 4 pounds, and this one's probably going to be 4 pounds once it starts developing as a fetus, okay? But you go, well, what about fraternal twins? So let's just say she ovulates 2 eggs, and we have all of these sperm that are at these eggs. Well, if this sperm fertilizes this egg and this sperm fertilizes this egg, we still have twins, but it's different sets of DNA, right? So twins, but they look a little different. They're still going to look like mom and dad, but they're going to look a little bit different. Question?
Wait, what happened when there's like 6 of them?
All 6 of them could get fertilized. So in the case of like,
Is it like 6 in one of the eggs? No, there's, you can only have one go in one. No, I meant like.
it's possible for this, for identical to divide, as triplets, maybe quadruplets, but that's pretty rare to have. I mean, identical triplets are, that's very rare. But in the case of fraternal, now here's something to consider. Sperm can live for 3 to 7 days. Sperm get deposited. Sperm can kind of hang out for 3 to 7 days, which seems kind of gross, right? The egg can be good anywhere from 6 hours to 24 hours. What I'm telling you is this. Today's what? Wednesday? Let's say Monday a female had sex with this person, and today she decides to have sex with this other person. And she happened to ovulate more than one egg. Is it possible for guy 1 and guy 2 to fertilize each egg? Yeah. The sperm are still hanging out. As long as the egg is there, as long as the egg has not started breaking down, it's possible for guy 1 and guy 2 to fertilize egg 1 and egg 2. Yes.
Wait, so she'll have 2 different children at the same time?
Let's say white woman has sex with Asian guy, has sex with black guy. Okay? It's possible that when she gives birth, that one of the babies is going to look more Asian and the other baby is going to be more mixed. Clearly not Asian, clearly not black. She goes, who's the baby daddy? They're both the baby daddy. Right? Sign me up for Maury, okay? But, when you start talking about promiscuity and how long the sperm are there, and so people who have multiple sex partners, it's potentially an issue there. Okay? Any other questions about identical versus fraternal and the fertilization process? Team effort here. Team effort. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the female system. Let's go ahead and move on to the female system. So go ahead and flip the page.
Thank you. I gotta learn about